welcome back for season 4.
Harry birthday, kicking it off.
Traveling cat photos.
We're at Knott's Berry Farm, celebrating my big 6-0. We're gonna do this coaster park. I love roller coasters. So it's my first time here. Never been to Knott's Berry Farm. I've been on one roller coaster already, the Silver Bullet. It was really intense. I loved it. We're gonna do some more coasters, eat some food, and have some fun.
So the other reason we're here today is while we love Disney, Disneyland has gotten to be very expensive. So we are hoping to show you and prove to ourselves that we can do 2 major theme parks in LA for the price of 1 day at Disneyland. We'll keep you updated. Let's go ride some rides.
All right.
We started out in Camp Snoopy and the Calico Mine ride. This area is getting a major overhaul this year with tons of new stuff, so stay tuned. And while there's plenty for the littles to do here, it is a major coaster park, and you cannot miss the Silver Bullet if you tried. This coaster is, at its tallest, 146 feet high. You soar back down 109 of those feet before hitting a spiral corkscrew, cobra roll, and you will find yourself upside down 6 times on the Silver Bullet's 3,125 feet of track. Yup, it's massive, and Harry couldn't wait to ride it.
Nothing popping on that one. So we did a cost comparison to what Disneyland costs each day. And it came up total with what we would averagely eat, drink, to about $550 for 1 day for 2 people. So we're gonna see if we can beat that total. Okay, I don't ride coasters, but there's lots of other things here for you to do. If you have little ones, there are things like this merry-go-round.
The carousel is more my speed, but this section of the park, known as Mission Row, has a whole bunch of thrill rides, including Soul Spin, which Harry went on while the others grabbed a place in line for Jaguar, which turned out to be Parker's favorite coaster in the park.
And if you're a thrill seeker like Harry, of course, there are roller coasters. Lots and lots of roller coasters.
In fact, Parker went on this ride 3 or 4 times over the course of this day, so it's definitely his recommended ride. There they go! I hung out in the shade with the fish and people watched. Let us know in the comments if this is also one of the fun parts of going to theme parks for you too.
Yeah, this screaming proves I don't need to be on there.
This part of the park, known as Fiesta Village, has quite a few restaurants to choose from if you love Mexican food like we do.
Okay, so we got the Merry Dining Pass, but they have a regular food pass that you can get every day anyway as part of your ticket package. And so we got a wristband, which allows us to eat a meal or a snack every 90 minutes. So let me show you our meals. Harry, what'd you get?
I got a burrito, carne asada burrito.
There we go. And I got a bowl.
Here's a tip that works for us. We bought just 1 drink band and shared.
Okay, so I got the Carnitas Chili Verde fries with shoestring fries, and this would have cost me $14 if I didn't have the meal plan. So Nate got the chicken tinga fries, which has cojita cheese, and he got shoestring fries with pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo.
And it would have been $14 as well.
We have no idea how Nate and Parker went on this right after lunch. Tori and I were making plans to go on the train later instead. The boardwalk section of the park continues this counterclockwise path we were on, with even more thrill rides, carnival games, and boardwalk-type places to eat. And did I mention thrill rides? Lots and lots of thrill rides.
Okay, so I've been on 2 coasters so far, well, maybe 3, no, 2. So I did Silver Bullet, which was really good. It's one where the rail is above your head. And then I did the Jaguar with Parker, which was really fun. And now I've done the Supreme Scream, which is really high. But I love the drop. It was great.
At 256 feet, this was the tallest of this drop-type thrill ride that Harry had ever been on. Once you get to the top, they drop you back down at 50 miles per hour. And then back up and back down again. We got a boysenberry funnel cake for everyone to share. Yep, it's that big. While Harry went to go ride Accelerator. This is definitely an extreme ride, and the one that Harry had been waiting to go on since it was first built. Be aware that you will be waiting in a very long line, since it only has 1 car on the track. But definitely worth the wait. As it got dark, the neon of the park lit up the night. The combination of the changing colors on the rides and the Christmas decor was just beautiful to walk through on our way to Charleston Circle. And then we saw it. The ride of the day, Hang Time. Parker chose a different ride to go on, but Harry couldn't wait. Definitely wait till after dark to ride this ride, or even just to watch it go. That first drop is a 96-degree angle. You cannot see where you're going as you dive into all the loops and turns of this over 2,100 feet of track. Along the way, you'll get a negative G loop, an Immelman, corkscrew, cutback, and Cobra roll. Tori and I had fun just watching it. Christmas comes to Knott's about a week before every other LA theme park. We were there in the middle of November for Harry's birthday, but it was fun to catch a bit of early Christmas too. And it's not all about thrill rides at Knott's Berry Farm. As we entered the ghost town part of the park, we talked the guys into going on the train ride. Yep, that's my speed. I love trains, and I was hoping to get some pretty views of the park on our way to share with all of you. The guys thought it was pretty boring until...
You said everybody get your hands up.
I don't mean you. Put your hands down. Now hold up them folks back there.
All of them?
Yes, indeed.
Here, give me your phone.
What are you doing?
I'm not holding up.
No, put your legs down. I meant stick them up.
Oh,
Pick 'em up.
could I have some money?
No, you're gonna be me.
Oh, I mean,
You're gonna be
I need handcuffs.
That's right. Try it again.
All right, give me some money, please.
What did you just say?
I think you need to
We don't say please for bandits. Get up here and give these folks something they ain't never gonna.
Time for shopping. Since I'd posed with a giant chicken earlier in the day, it was Harry's turn to hang out with Bigfoot. We asked a couple to take a photo of us, and they took one of themselves as a joke. I warned you that you'd be in this video. Thank you for the cute photo of us.
So the last big coaster I did today was Hang Time. It was really cool. When you go up, they actually stop and you hang at the top of the crest, and it's a 96-degree angle, so you can't see the track until they release you and you go down. So it was really cool.
Okay, so today we are winding up and Knott's Berry Farm. So for 2 tickets, and that included a meal pass where we could eat a full meal or have a snack every 90 minutes, a drink cup where you could have more soda or whatever you want every 15 minutes, and a hot chocolate or coffee cup where you could do that. Came to, oh, and parking, because we did regular parking and then we bumped it to preferred, comes to a total of, gotta look for my glasses, there we go, $255 total for today. We didn't have any extras. The meal plan covered us completely. So far we're doing so good.
And with that, we're calling it a night. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Good morning and welcome to Magic Mountain. Every time we go to LA, we see this park from the freeway and Harry says, we have to go. Well, here we are.
All right, I'm gonna lead this off because Harry, of course, ran for a roller coaster. Unfortunately, and maybe it's because it is so windy, it shows a lot of them are closed down. So I don't know how much we're gonna get to ride today, but hopefully our roller coaster junkie will have a good time. But in the meantime, those of us who don't ride roller coasters are hanging out. And as promised, we have special guest star. We have Liz!
Hello! Happy to be here.
Tori's hanging out too. Hello! So the girls are just hanging out, trying not to freeze in the wind because it is a bit chilly here. It's about 62 degrees and the wind makes it feel like it's like 52 degrees. So let's see how much of the park we're actually gonna get to do.
Liz and Jason joined us because Jason is a coaster junkie too.
To the hallway in the park and let me see. Go get your mom's picture.
After posing, Parker and Nate ran off for another ride, and the rest of us headed over to Goliath. Take note of that sports bar. We'll be back there later. But first, Bugs Bunny World, where we first noticed that it wasn't just the roller coasters that were empty.
All right, we are dead in the middle of Bugs Bunny Land with Tweety and Sylvester, Pepe Le Pew. All right, taking a little tour. So there's lots of things for your little ones to do.
This is definitely where you want to take your littles. There are lots of fun little rides, including a playland, mini coasters, a carousel, teacups, and junior coasters for them to ride.
Oh, that's Speedy Gonzales.
Unfortunately, only about a third of the rides were running that day. Staffing issues, maybe? But Parker finally found one he wanted to ride, the Roadrunner Express. This fun junior coaster gives enough thrills for your beginner coaster riders and goes around twice, so they get a lot of ride for their short wait time. They will get up to 21 miles per hour on the almost 680 feet of track.
We're taking a train ride.
With not many ride choices open, we even went on the Whistle Stop train, which definitely gives a nod to Thomas the Tank Engine. It's a slow ride that pretty much takes you in a circle. So if you have a little one who loves trains, or just want to sit down in the shade for a few minutes after hiking up and down the hills of Magic Mountain, this is a great break to take.
So the real problem for our coaster junkies is that none of the coasters are running. We've been here 2.5 hours so far, and every line the guys have gotten in, either it's closed to begin with or it's broken down. This is one of the premier coasters here at Six Flags. Closed. That's not to say there's not things to ride. Swashbuckler is open. Almost none of the roller coasters are. This park's not being successful for us. Let's go find out more. There are times when things are aptly named.
With the guys running all over the park to try to ride coasters, we all decided to meet up in DC Universe at the picnic tables.
All right, I promised special guest, here's Jason with the info on the one coaster they rode.
It was amazing. So 3 hours of waiting so far. We've gotten to do a 2 minutes of ride time. So totally worth it.
So what ended up happening was we waited in line for a coaster and then it went down for technical difficulty. So we had to move to another coaster. So we went over to Viper. We were standing in line for Viper, and then the employee comes out and says, I'd go get in another line. This ride is now down. So 2 lines waiting and 2 busts. So we finally got on Apocalypse. It was a great ride. It was a great roller coaster.
A lot of fun.
Fully wooden, a lot of fun, but yeah, the wait times kind of killed us.
So lots of fun not being had. We're gonna keep trying.
So while Jason and Harry took off again, we grabbed some drinks and I turned my camera over to Parker to encourage his art and to show you around. The Teen Titans Turbo Spin Ride looked like it would be fun to go on. It's a 45-degree spin ride and considered to be a family ride rather than a thrill ride. It was clear that they were decorating for Christmas. Liz posed for us to show you how cool being inside one of the ornaments would be when they were lit up at night. Christmas at Magic Mountain started about a week after we were there, so maybe that's why staffing was so low. The area did look like it would be super fun when everything was running. They did start up empty trial runs of the Batman coaster while we were waiting, so the guys made plans for that after lunch. And we did shop the gift shop and found some super fun stuff there too.
Okay, so I have the fish nachos.
I have the carne asada tacos.
And then yours is
Chicken nacho.
chicken nachos.
They're just doing a vegetarian nacho.
Very good looking. Everything looks really great.
Actually, it tastes pretty good.
Oh crap!
Yes! Hell yes!
Oh yeah.
While the rest of the group went off in search of other rides, Tori and I decided we were just too cold on this super cold and windy day and decided to head to the Full Throttle Sports Bar to get out of the cold. One of the things we noticed in this park is there's lots of food variety here. Tori and I got waylaid at Build-A-Bear, and I made us a Patronus for my park souvenir.
Okay, so end of the day, Harry, tell us about the roller coasters here and at Knott's Berry Farm.
Well, the problem today was a little bit of bad luck. So the first line that I waited in, as I told you earlier, the coaster went down with technical difficulties. And then we went to another coaster, Viper, and it had the same problem. We were waiting in line for a while, and then it had technical difficulties and shut down. A good 2/3 of the rest of the coasters here were shut down because of the wind. The wind was really high today. It's been really blowing hard. And so they they turned the coasters off. So I can't really give a good review of this park for coasters because I only went on 2. I went on Apocalypse and Batman.
Okay, so we're gonna ask him the important question. Can you pick a favorite between the 2? And if not, what were the moments that stuck out the most?
Well, I'd have to say just because of the volume, it'd be Knott's Berry Farm right now, and just because I went on a lot more coasters. One of the experiences that I did have was that on the accelerator, it went so fast it almost blew my patch off. I couldn't keep my arms up the whole time because my patch was coming off, and that's the first time that's ever happened. So I'd have to say that's pretty notable. But out of the coasters, you know, Knott's Berry Farm, because I was able to experience a lot more, were great. Hang Time was awesome. Silver Bullet was awesome. But you know, the accelerator was so fast, blowing my patch off sticks out.
Well, I have to say that we had such a good time at Knott's Berry Farm that we're actually thinking we want to go back. We want to go and spend a lot more time. So I think maybe next spring we'll get there.
I do want to say that I do want to come back to this park just because I feel I didn't really experience it very much because so many of the coasters were shut down either with technical difficulties or because of the wind, which was, you know, a little bit crazy. It was like if your coaster that's going 80 miles an hour can't handle 25-mile-an-hour winds, should I be on the coaster at all?
So our recommendation is 2 days at Knott's Berry Farm, but let's go ahead and wrap this up. The challenge was to do 2 full days at parks, including food, for less than 1 day at Disney. So here's our totals. For Knott's Berry Farm, and now today for Magic Mountain, for a grand total of $513. And then Disneyland, just based on a regular day, nothing fancy, no character breakfast or anything like that, what we would normally go and do and eat, for one park, no park hopper, for 1 day, $515. We did it. 2 days, 2 theme parks, eating whatever we wanted, still less than 1 day at Disneyland. There's some options for you. All right, guys, until next time,
Take care.
safe travels. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
We hope we've given you a bit more information so you can plan out your theme park experiences while in the LA area. Thanks for hanging out with us. There's so much more to come this season.